Here he comes. Whoa. Look at that, right across this. This is not easy. Hey, Mike, that's a good spot. Let's just chat right here. So, you work at E-Glide.
Yes, I do.
And we were just hanging out looking at bikes earlier, and I was like, man, this thing is a beast. It's awesome. I don't want to break my wrists and kill myself, right? Dave was like, you should go out with Mike. He's actually pretty good at that thing. And tell me about just tell me about it. What's it called? Like, how does it work?
This is our GT power board. It's our most popular board.
Cool.
You can pretty much ride it anywhere, through dirt, rocks. You can ride it on the wet pack sand at the beach.
Really?
People ride them in snow.
Do you tell people to lower the tire pressure in those kinds of cases?
Yeah,
or?
Generally they do. We keep them at about 50 pounds of pressure normally, and then you could go down to like 25 if you want to ride off-road. So
that's good advice, yeah.
More grip, more traction. And this board goes about 22 miles per hour full speed.
Wow.
It goes about 15 miles of range if you're riding full speed. If you go slower, you can go a lot further. And yeah, you can ride it anywhere.
So I noticed this is like a wired controller, but that you can unplug it. Totally. So it doesn't get busted or whatever.
Or if, let's say, you're riding and you accidentally crash, this will disconnect and it will stop.
It's like a leash on a snowboard or skis. Like, it's just not going to go crazy.
It's like a safety thing.
About how heavy are these things?
These boards, they aren't the lightest. It's about 70 pounds. We do have a lithium battery that will reduce the weight by about 20 pounds, but they're a lot more expensive.
Quite a bit. What's the starting price on this one?
This board is about $1,200.
Okay.
And yeah, the lithium battery is another $1,000 about. But with the normal batteries, you can pretty much go anywhere and do anything. The only downside is the weight. So
can you tell me again maybe how much that weighs, and like the weight is distributed where it seems like the pack's underneath, so at least it's low.
Most of the weight is right in the middle of the board. There's 3 big batteries in here. The motor controller is right here. The motor's there. Yeah. It's a really simple board.
3,000 RPM, 36 volt. Do you know how much power that thing is? Like how many watts?
So 800 watt motor.
Wow.
Yeah, it can pretty much take you up like any hill. Around here, there's some really steep hills, and I fly right up them, like full speed, basically.
Do you get to work on this thing or what?
Yeah.
You do?
So I've built every single one of these GT boards. And
dude,
I repair all of them.
You're the guy. Tell me about those lights. You got like the undercarriage glow or whatever.
So this is special for Dave's board.
This is Dave Lorelei's board. Okay, and he's the founder of the company and stuff. So.
And you can see even during the daytime how bright that is.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
I bet that's really cool.
Yeah,
like at night.
Yeah, at night it looks like you're surfing.
Wow.
Yeah, the daytime doesn't do much justice, but...
Let me get a little close up on these wheels again. So it's 9 by 3.5, so that's the
and we use
pretty wide.
Tires
oh yeah, good.
For these. We also have a slick tire. On my board, I have that on the back. Gives you a higher top speed. But these are the ones that it comes with standard. And yeah.
And it looked like the deck, he was saying this is made out of like sort of punched aluminum.
Right, it's pressed, it's aluminum. It's got this drop, so it really grips your feet in. So you can hang on, carve really easily.
And a bit of bounce too, I noticed.
Yeah, so the nice thing about the aluminum is it's flexy. It feels like it's alive when you're riding. You can really feel the road.
And man, top speed 22 miles per hour, that's just like...
It's fast.
So when you let go of the throttle, does it like immediately start to stop like a race car?
Yeah, so you have full control with our system. As soon as you give it power, if you ease off, wherever you're at with the trigger, that's how fast you'll be going. So you have full control, any speed. You can go down a hill as slow as you want, as fast as you want. And it's got regenerative braking as well.
So that is really cool. I was thinking that like as it slows down, this looks like a gearless canister motor, and so it can kind of recapture some of that energy.
Which it does.
It's a little bit, right?
It's not super efficient. You're not going to go that much further because of it, but it is there. It does help. So.
And the weight thing though. So is this absorbent glass mat or lead acid? Sealed lead acid.
This is sealed lead acid.
Sealed lead, and they're kind of both sealed lead acid variants or something, as I understand it. Do you know the rating on it, like volts and amp hours?
These are 12s, I believe. So 12 volt, 12 amp hours, and there's 3 of them soldered together.
Wow. So would that be 36
series.
volts, like 12 volt, 36 amp hours?
Yeah.
Or something like that, or 36 volt, 12 amp hours maybe. That's I'm like, that doesn't make sense. I've got it backwards.
Yeah.
This is a bit on the fly. I'm catching these guys at the end of the day. You've been so nice to stick around and give me the tour on these things, because like I love to snowboard and skate and stuff, but it's been a while. I'm traveling. You don't want to like take a spill, but can I actually try it? Can I skate on it just a little bit?
Yeah. What
we
I'm
get
gonna
pretty
do
open.
for you. So
Okay.
right here, actually, never mind. We had a high-low switch on the normal boards because of
But Dave took it off.
He took it off, so you're gonna have to go on full
Dave,
speed.
the famous last words. And then there's the charging port. Does it use a similar charger to what you guys have on the electric bike that you saw? The SS?
It's slightly different, but it's the same basic.
Similar concept. Plastic, like same kind of brick thing?
It looks pretty much the same.
Any other advice to someone who gets that? I mean, you've got really custom big trucks, and you can probably loosen them to carve better.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much set up to go when you get it.
Yeah.
If you ever need to like push your board around, we tell people just to wheelbarrow it like this. So
Yeah.
You don't have to carry it. Other than that, something really important about these boards is you want to keep them charged. You want to keep your batteries maintained. You don't want to let them
especially the
decharge.
lead acid ones.
Especially the lead acid. A lot of people make the mistake of not doing that. And
You
end
check
up
it like
damaging them.
once a month at least, right?
I would say charge it at least like once a week, maybe twice a week.
I've heard temperature can be kind of like really cold, can be hard on them.
Yeah, it can, but the best thing to do is just keep them topped off. Like after you ride, plug them in. That's the best thing you could do.
Or get the lithium ion.
Get the lithium.
Yeah, the light and last long.
Yeah, and
Well,
other than that, you just ride it and have fun.
I'm gonna do the wheelbarrow thing.
Yeah.
Face it this way a little bit more so I don't
Sure.
have to turn. Okay, I'll take this in one hand and the camera in the other hand.
Just go really slow.
Okay.
And
Is it on?
maybe not. Here, hold on.
This is awesome.
No, okay, so I'll just show you the rundown. Turn it on.
On.
A safety thing is you want to always push the trigger forward first to engage it,
Oh.
and then you're good to go.
Oh, okay.
And so for you, Court, just really be sensitive on it because
Okay.
this
You don't
thing is
want
a
to.
little touchy. I don't want you to fall or anything.
I'll be extra careful.
So yeah, you'll be all right.
I got my helmet on.
Yeah,
You guys,
good.
wish me luck. Okay. Oh boy. Oh yeah, you feel
You
it.
got it.
This is sweet. Got to keep that cable out of harm's way back there. Admittedly, I'm going a little slow because I don't want to die, but it's tempting. I mean, this thing is awesome. Feels like snowboarding or something, kind of. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love how you just carve. I mean, that's pretty sweet. And being able to go off-road. They talked about having maybe some bindings or something too that you can put on this thing. And you know, you wear the protective padding and everything. So back at the shop, and you can see this is the black anodized aluminum. Looks really nice. And is that like all the way through, or can you scrape it off?
Oh, it's anodized. It scrapes off.
Scrapes off, but
Sure.
it looks awesome. I mean, this one's been ridden a lot, and it's just a
It's Type 3 aircraft anodizing. It's this exact same stuff they use on airplanes.
hydraulic press. You were saying all this stuff, aerospace engineer.
Sounds good, huh?
Yeah, it does. And then there's the aluminum, kind of just the silver. We've got the little chain drive right there. That
Belt drive, actually.
Is it a belt drive?
Yeah, it's exposed. That's a shop board. We just
Wow.
it's just an old shop
Thanks for
board.
calling that out, because it was quiet. I didn't hear like a chain tinking.
No chain.
And then this is another really cool option. I guess you
Well,
have these.
this is a bigger tire that we have available. You can fit it on the back of the GT. It's an inch taller tire. It makes the board go 10% faster.
Whoa! So if we
And,
do the math, 22 to 25,
about 25.
25
Yeah,
miles per hour, man.
You don't need to go that fast.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go like I don't. Yeah,
Most guys ride these on slow.
yeah. Well, and where do most of these guys and gals ride these?
Everything you can imagine. We have guys that commute on these. We have guys that ride these in campgrounds. They ride them on the weekends. We have guys that live in the beach communities. They use these instead of their cars on the weekends.
Sweet.
This board, you can use it anywhere. You can commute on it. You can use it off-road.
I was asking about like different environments, and you were saying, oh yeah, we sell some in Europe, and people use it in the snow.
Sweden is our biggest export market. We ship more boards to Sweden than all of Europe combined.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it surprises me. And they ride them in the snow. They ride them with snow chains.
Huh.
We have guys riding with spikes in the tires.
Wow.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
guys. And
they-
that you said Norway?
Sweden.
Sweden, okay, they're the big
Yeah,
long
Sweden-
ones. I get
we
them mixed
ship
up.
boards to Norway, but Sweden is by far the biggest.
My ancestors are from Norway, so
Are
I was
they?
hoping. Come
No,
on,
they're
guys,
pretty
pull
close.
through. This is awesome.
Yeah, the Swedes are pretty wild. They are. Actually, in our second biggest export market, but we don't ship there because none of the boards get through customs, is Brazil.
Brazil.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And we have guys that come up here all the time from Brazil, and they take them home.
Oh.
We had the jiu-jitsu team here about 2 years ago.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You don't want to get anyone in trouble,
No,
right?
they were the greatest, most down-to-earth guys you could imagine. All of them had cauliflower ears, but great guys.
Yeah.
We have UFC fighters that ride these boards. A lot of sports guys ride these boards. We have a lot of celebrities that come in the shop.
Really?
Yeah.
And are there, I don't know, when you're a celebrity, you have an agent and they're like, you can't do anything fun. We're filming right now.
Well, you know, we had Kid Cudi come in here one time with his agent.
Yeah,
and he picked
music
up,
guy.
Yeah, and he wanted 3 customized boards with his logo on the top for a video, so we did those.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we've done a lot of stuff like that over the years.
Well, you're so close to LA, and you've been around for so long doing these different boards and
13
stuff.
years, yeah, longer than anybody.
That's
And
really
we're
rad.
still doing it. Everybody else comes and goes.
Yeah, hanging in there, man.
Yeah, well,
I just love the passion. And I still think the price point is really cool. We were talking about the batteries. The one that's on it, how heavy were you saying?
The
sealed lead
standard
acid?
SLAs are 28 pounds.
But you were saying, hey, where else can you get this technology? Yes, it's heavier, but it's pretty cheap. You can replace it.
These particular batteries that we use, they're like pulling teeth to get.
Huh.
Okay, and they're not like any other SLA. They're made for high discharge applications.
Mm-hmm.
And we're getting, if maintained properly, you do have to maintain them.
Yeah.
We're getting 2 to 3 years of life, about 300 charge cycles.
Wow.
Yeah, and $170 replacement cost.
That's not bad. 170 versus 1,000.
1,100 for the lithium.
1,100.
But the lithium's made in Orange County by engineers using Panasonic cells specifically for this board.
Yeah.
While it's not cheap, it's a bargain at the price. It
Yeah.
is. I mean, you can buy Chinese-made pouch batteries
Yeah.
at that price that aren't nearly as good. Yeah.
And then it takes down the weight.
Takes down the weight. The board's livelier, better performance, and also the way that the lithium works. It feels completely different the way the power comes on with the lithium battery as opposed to the SLA battery.
Huh.
It's a denser, higher punch. Everybody notices it. It just feels different.
Really?
It's much more exciting,
Okay.
more powerful.
Yeah.
Comes on stronger, and of course you have full range, the life of the battery. You don't have to worry about maintenance. Charge it when it gets down to 20%.
Oh, that's the other thing. Yeah, Mike was saying like you always want to
You
charge
do.
the
There's
lead
3
acid.
rules. You gotta, when you get done writing the board, you gotta top off the batteries. You
Okay.
don't want to wait till tomorrow.
Yeah.
They need to be brought right back up. You have to top them off if you haven't ridden the board for 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay.
And you don't intentionally want to ride them down completely dead. People
Okay.
are
Don't
under the
completely
misconception.
discharge. Why? I
don't
hate
know.
that.
I know.
For a while, you'd get laptops and they'd be like, before you use it, charge it all the way and expend all the energy. And it must have been a really specific chemistry because I don't hear that anymore.
No, you
I
don't
don't
hear
think
with lithiums
that's.
at all.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to go below 20%.
Okay.
Yeah, with the lithium, it's 31.5 on a 36-volt system. You don't want to drop it below 31.5 volts.
What happens?
It starts affecting the life of the lithium.
Yeah,
It
the
will.
chemistry sort of shifts or something.
It'll affect the longevity.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
And that's why most bikes, boards have a shut-off. When
I've heard that. Yeah, and cell phones too, where you charge your phone and apparently before it gets too full, it sort of slows it and then it tries to stop. I think the phones will often say like, "Hey, warning, you're at your 5%," and it gets to. That's awesome.
But they're not as critical as the boards because of the power drain.
Right, and that's a much bigger battery on this thing.
They're much bigger.
Much bigger. Thank you again, man. It's cool to get all these great details and see how custom these things can be. It's been awesome, Dave.
Thanks, man. My pleasure.
Okay, I hope this works. The safety switch pulled out just like it's supposed to, and I'm fine. Like, not bad. Thanks, Mike. Good luck! you got gorgeous footage. It's a GoPro. It's designed to be tough. You did great, man.
I don't know, of course,
Are you all
GoPro.
right?
Yeah, I know. I was more concerned about your camera.
I saw you carving down there on the street, and it was
Yeah,
that was just
I tried
fantastic.
to do a little off-road so you could see, like, you know.
Yeah, I
what
saw
the board
starting.
could
It was
do.
like,
Right,
like
it did a
spinning
burnout.
out.
Yeah.
That's rad. Again, thank you so much, Mike.
Yeah,
you
thank
stayed
you.
late. You like helped me get the footage. You're the man. I really appreciate it. And if you don't mind, I'll put this on YouTube for people.
sure.
Sweet, sweet. There we go, people. Have fun out there and ride safe.